here. Awesome. Let's see if we can maybe just select this. Yeah. All right. Awesome. All right. So we are here live from the corporate office, and let's see. I think we're gonna. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna do like a general introduction about Assure for Life, and we're gonna do these meetings every Saturday, whenever that whoever has like people that they would like us to do a meeting for. That's what we're here for, to work as a team. We have the awesome Leandra Hammonds here with us this morning. Leandra.
Hey everybody, this is so exciting. I'm right here at corporate, right here in beautiful Fort Lauderdale area. I'm excited. I'm here with our famous, wonderful Raquel Montero, and you guys, no explanation needed. He is just wonderful. He is so self-serving. He's definitely a servant leader. So these events that are on Saturdays, they're for you. They're for us. They're for us to grow our teams, ask questions, but show up.
All right. So let's see. So we have people getting connected here. Let's see who we have here. Rose. Welcome, Rose. Okay. So thank you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the information about the opportunity to work with us. Okay, which is great. Okay, we are a funeral assistance plan. This is a new concept today in the United States. It's an awesome opportunity, so please pay attention to the details, because if you're looking for a solid opportunity, something different, a unique concept, that's what we are, okay? And if you love helping people, welcome. That's what we are all about here, all right? So now I just want to let you know, first of all, that Assure for Life is a new concept in the US. However, it's not new at all, because our company has been around for over 70 years. Okay, this company actually pioneered this concept in other countries in South America, and now the company is bringing this concept here. And we have a huge opportunity just because we're just getting started. So also, you should know that we are not a life insurance company. Okay, I want to say that, since the get-go, because we are actually a funeral assistance plan. So please do not call Assure for Life a policy, okay, or a life insurance company. Because of the fact that we're not a life insurance company, we never ever deliver a cash benefit to our members. We deliver a service through our providers. So with that, then you should know that the company delivers over 10,000 funeral services, in our coverage area, which is all 50 states in the US.
Gosh, that is amazing. Did you just say 10,000?
Yeah, and then guess
Wow.
what? That's a lot, right? Can you imagine the amount of experience that a company can accumulate in 70 years with that? So now, the other thing that you should know is that this company has more than 2,500 organizations that are our partners in our coverage area. These are actually funeral homes that we have done previous business relationships with. Okay. Now, as far as the coverage, you already know all 50 states in the US, all countries in the Caribbean and Latin America. So what that means, that this plan is so flexible that we can actually protect members that live anywhere in the US, Latin America, and the Caribbean. How is that?
That is
Oh,
absolutely fantastic. I love it. What a wonderful thing that the company has provided for us. That's
right.
awesome.
Leandra, we do such a great job that we have earned an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
That's
Okay, that's a
amazing.
sign that what we do is of excellence.
That's
Okay,
right.
so now the way it works is that we have our flagship plan is the family plan, where we can protect up to 7 members. So the holder must live in the US. Okay?
Okay.
And then the rest of the other members may live anywhere in the US, the Caribbean, and Latin America.
So I want to make sure I heard you correctly, because that those are some astounding numbers. Did you say one, two, three, four, five, six, seven?
7 members. Yeah,
That
that's
is
correct.
amazing.
Now, and this service, this plan is so flexible that the members don't even need to be related to you. You know, you cannot do that in insurance. Okay, we're not here, by the way, to talk bad about life insurance. That's a great product, but Assure for Life is actually a complement to life insurance. Okay, so the way it works is that whenever one of those member passes, then they have to call us. That's very important for the consumer to know. Okay, that they need to call us because they need to get the benefits through us. Okay, so we provide our clients with a card. It's an identification card that includes their plan ID number and a 1-800 number. That's our funeral emergency line that's available 24/7.
Okay.
So whenever they lose a relative, they call us. They must call us, and then the company is going to ask a couple of basic questions, like, you know, what's the name of the deceased,
Okay.
where is the person, like what city and country or state, if it is in the US, and then at that point, the company is going to find out if the plan is current. Very
Okay.
important. This is a membership, guys. Very important. Okay. Remember that memberships work in a way that you get the right to get the benefits if the plan is the payment is current.
Yeah.
So just like in Costco or, you know, BJ's, when people, let's say, if that membership expires and then you try to use that card, you will not have access to those benefits. So we are a membership. We work exactly the same way. However, we are so flexible that when even if a payment is behind up to 30 days, see, we are willing to wait up to 30 days, that even if a payment is behind and if there is a death within that group, we will collect that 1 month payment.
Wow.
That's a lot of flexibility.
That's
you know?
a huge amount of flexibility. Rocky, let me ask you, with the customer service, when they call in, what can they expect? Is it caring? Are they cold? What can what can a person expect when they call into our customer service line?
Great question. Okay, a lot of people ask that, and the reason why we have earned an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau is because people are happy with the service that they get from us. All right, and so see, we're not here just to let's say provide with or help them with the cost of the funeral. We're here to be with the family at that point that they're vulnerable. You know what I mean? Absolutely. A lot of people, you know, it's normal when we lose a member, you know, we become vulnerable.
Absolutely.
So we understand, you know, this is a product that it takes a lot of responsibility. We put ourselves in, you know, those people's shoes that, you know, they just lost a member.
Absolutely.
So we in a very caring way, we are there for them when they need us the most. Okay. So at any time, because they may call us at any time, 24/7. That emergency line is available 24/7. So if they lose a relative like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, they may call us and then we will take care.
There.
Absolutely, at that time. See, in other products, you have to wait until the following business day, you know, because at that time you will get a recorded message saying you have to, you know, our business hours are you
right.
know,
but you get a live person.
Exactly, a
That's
live
amazing.
person is going to help you at that time. So now, once the company verifies that the payment is current, then the company is going to locate a good quality funeral homes. Guys, it's very important to know that what we offer is a good quality funeral service. Okay, now we do not provide like a list of the funeral homes that we work with. It's at the time when the family loses a member. At that time, the company is going to locate a good quality funeral home that is willing to accept our terms. And our terms are that we are going to pay for the average cost of that funeral service in that particular geographical area.
That's amazing.
And most funeral homes are willing to accept that. That's why whenever we locate that funeral home or several, then we will give the client a choice, and we'll let them know, hey, X, Y, and Z funeral homes are available if you want to choose among those. But keep in mind that it's the company that initially selects a good quality funeral home. So at that point, then the company is going to pay that funeral home directly. Okay, so remember, we're not a life insurance company. We never talk about specific amounts, like about how much we're going to pay. Again, because we're not life insurance, so we pay the average cost of those funeral services. At this point, whenever if you have a question, please let us know, because we're just here providing general information on how Assure for Life works. So with that, now we're gonna go over the benefits. Okay, so as far as the benefits, then you should know that we deliver three main benefits. Okay, and that is that we pay for the average cost of the funeral services.
So basically, it's a win-win. Is that what you're saying?
That's
so
correct.
The funeral homes, they're getting what's expected in their particular area. They're getting the average cost. It's a win for them because it is a business, but at the same time, Assure for Life has truly just come in and relieved a lot of stress and uncomfortableness for the family members.
That is correct. Now, I just want to let you know also that because this is a meeting, especially for those consultants who would like to sell Assure for Life, or if you're already a consultant, okay, there are very important points that you need to know. As an example, it's very important for you to know that this is not a job, okay? Because we had issues, okay, with consultants thinking that this is a job. As a matter of fact, in the last 2 weeks, we had, like a bad apple, selling like a contract. I don't know if you knew about it, but we had this situation in which, a consultant became creative and, started like, hiring people, like
goodness.
offering like, health and, health insurance and things like that. A company car. Oh, I mean, you have to see that country. It's so crazy. But this is so important to talk about because we don't want you to think that this is your job. Okay, you here are in independent consultants. Okay, very important. Now, as far as going back to the benefits, we deliver three main benefits. Okay, so number one, we're going to pay the basic funeral expenses anywhere within our coverage area. Now, that's a general sentence. However, when we talk about specifics of what we deliver, then we have what we call the consultant's guide. Okay, just to let you know, we have a consultant's webpage where we have access to all this information that we're talking about here.
Great.
So if you go to the consultant's webpage and you click on the consultant's guide, then you will find point number 6, the basic funeral expenses in the U.S. And number one, we're going to pay for the transfer of the deceased to the local funeral provider. So remember that example that we gave at the beginning, that when the company, let's say, contacts a funeral home, and the company pays that funeral home, also that funeral home at that point is going to deliver these services that we're going to talk about here now. Okay, and we're talking about benefit number 1. Okay, so again, the basic funeral expenses. Now that includes the let's say the transfer of the deceased to the local funeral provider, and then I'm going to go over 7 specific items that are standardized in the United States.
Great.
All right.
Great.
So so that means that just visualize, like, if anybody goes to any funeral home in the U.S., if they ask for a quote of a funeral service, they will get a good faith estimate. Okay, that's called the general price list.
Okay.
Now, with that, they will get these 7 specific items. And again, number 1 is the transfer of the deceased to our local funeral provider. Now, that funeral home is also going to prepare the deceased for the next step, which in most cases is the vigil. All right. So then the plan is going to pay for the basic viewing time, whatever that viewing time is in the US. As an example, if you go to a funeral service like in South Florida, it's normally like 4 hours.
Yes.
But if you go to New York, it's only 2 hours.
Wow.
So whatever is the standard in that particular area, that's exactly what the company is going to pay for, whatever is the standard in that area.
Okay.
We are also going to pay for the casket for the viewing. Okay, those caskets that we see when we go to a funeral service, those are what's considered standard caskets. Okay.
And if I can interject here.
Sure.
I did have an opportunity to go to Plenitude. And I tell you, I saw the caskets, I saw the urns, and they were beautiful. It was a beautiful way um, that was, presented, that there were multiple colors, different things that were on them, very unique, and they were real. They
Right.
were they were really wonderful. What a wonderful way to show dignity to our loved one.
That is correct. Now, remember that we delivered what's the standard, okay? So if you go to a funeral home, you will see like the standard categories and then the luxury caskets.
Mhm.
Now, the reason I mentioned that is because if for whatever reason a family would like to have like a luxury casket for the loved ones,
Absolutely.
they just need to pay for the difference,
Mhm.
directly to the funeral home. We pay for whatever is standard. Guys, you should also know that a licensed funeral director must make the arrangements, the funeral arrangements. Okay. Now, the good news is that we do not, you as a consultant, as a prospect consultant, we do not need any licenses to sell Assure for Life. What I'm saying here is that every funeral must be arranged, the arrangements must be made by a licensed funeral director. See, that's a specialist at every funeral home. And they are the ones who are properly licensed, See, so that's why we don't need any licenses. See, we use the licenses of those funeral homes, their permits, they're the ones who need to have those licenses.
Ingenious.
Now, the funeral director expenses, that is a common fee in a basic funeral service. That is also included in our plan. And then we also pay for the funeral guest book and the prayer cards. And last but not least, we also include a death certificate. Guys, these are seven specific standardized items that no matter where you go in the United States, and if you ask for a funeral service, like a quote, this is what you get. And that's only benefit number one, guys. Now,
Amazing.
if we go back to the presentation, then you will see that benefit number two, okay, we're going to pay for the transport of the deceased within the US or from the US to Latin America and the Caribbean, which is great. Okay, guys, that comes with a price. Okay, I don't know if you have ever gone through that experience to have a body shipped to a different country. Let me tell you something, that's a very complex process.
Oh my.
It even requires a permit at a consulate. See, the good news is that, see, Assure for Life is not only going to pay for those costs, it's also going to make all those arrangements so the family doesn't have to. Isn't that great?
That is fantastic. So they're relieved of all of those stresses.
Right, guys, and benefit number three, okay, is that this plan pays a round trip airline ticket to the holder with the only purpose to go to the funeral service to their loved one. Okay, and remember, when we try to buy like a ticket, an airline ticket, like from one day to the next,
oh my
you know what happens, right?
It
very
could go into
expensive, right?
the thousands of
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And so no matter how much it costs, okay, the company is going to pay for it. It's not only going to pay for it, it's going to also buy it for the client so they don't have to. Those arrangements are also part of our benefit.
So this is why they must absolutely call the very caring 800 number.
Right, yes. All those benefits, guys, the member, okay, must get through us. The family needs to call us. So now I'm gonna go over the requirements to be a member of a family plan. All right, so we mentioned before that the holder must live in the United States, right? Now, the holder must also be between the ages of 18 and 65 at the time of the application. The other folks must be between the ages of 0 and 65. When I say age 0, that could even be a baby who's not born yet. How is that?
Amazing.
This is a lot of flexibility.
There is.
Okay, now the flexibility also about this plan is that those other folks do not need to be related to the holder. You cannot do that in insurance.
Where can you do that at
See,
Assure for Life?
just
right.
to make a quick comparison, see, in life insurance, as an example, you cannot insure your neighbor or your best friend. Okay? In Assure for Life, that is possible. Can you
Wow.
believe that? That's a lot of
amazing.
flexibility.
It surely is.
So, okay, so now, not only that, the plan also accepts the parents or the partner of the holder up to age 80 at the time of the application.
You can't get more loving than that.
Now, when I go over the rates, you're gonna be amazed. Okay, this is your first time here. I mean, we're gonna blow your mind because See, guys, the number one challenge that we have as a product in the US today is that people just think that this is just too good to be true. Guys, but again, this company has been around for over 70 years with this concept. The company has everything just packed down. They know exactly what they're doing. They have an A plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. You cannot go wrong with this. And guys, this is a product that remember, this is a product that not everybody sells, not everybody has, and everybody needs.
Everyone.
Think about that. I mean, one day we're not going to be here, right? And then guess what? Somebody has to pay for those expenses.
Right. And you don't want to leave that to your loved ones during their time of distress.
Right. So don't let's see. So don't lose sight of the greatness of this product. We're just getting started in the US. We're looking for consultants. That's why we're here. Okay.
Yes.
See, on a Saturday morning, sharing this awesome, opportunity with you. Okay. And I've been working with this company for over 4 years, almost 5 years now, and it's been a great ride. Okay. Trust me. Okay. That I've seen this company grow. It's unbelievable what the company has gone through, and but we need help. Okay, just to let you know, right now we're a little over 4,000 active consultants. Can you imagine to conquer a market of let's say 450, almost 400 million people, right? In the US, that's a lot of people. See, we need a lot of help. So, guys, then in the family plan. Okay, you also need to keep in mind that we have waiting periods. Okay, so the first waiting period is when we deliver these benefits starting on the third business day. Okay, because of reasons like accidental death or a violent death or suicide, right? Starting on the third business day since the client made their first payment. Now, the other waiting period has to do with sicknesses, okay? So we deliver all the benefits that we went over, starting on 180 days, calendar days, since the first payment has been made. So what that means is that we will deliver these benefits if a person passes because of a sickness 180 days or later, okay? Not before. Okay, so
that's very different than some other products that are out there.
Yeah, a lot of products, the waiting period is 2 years. Okay, here it's only 6 months for sicknesses. All right. Now, also, there are 4 pre-existing conditions that none of the members can have at the time of the application. Okay, and that is that this plan does not take people, let's say, under a terminal illness.
Okay.
Like, let me give you an example. If somebody has AIDS, they are not allowed in our plan because AIDS is considered a terminal illness.
Okay.
However, if the person has HIV, that's not considered a terminal illness. So that person is welcome in our plan. All right. We do not take people with cancer.
Okay.
Now, let's say the person went through a successful cancer treatment and the person no longer has cancer. That's called being in remission. Okay, that person is welcome in our plan. Even if the cancer comes back later, that person is going to be covered.
That is amazing. And here we have it, flexibility again.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we also do not take people on dialysis. All right. So if somebody tells me, hey, Rocky, I just had a kidney transplant last month. Can I be a member of your plan? My next question is going to be, Mr. Client, are you on dialysis? Yes or no? If they say no, I am going to welcome that person to our plan. All right. Very simple. Now, the other pre-existing condition is a brain tumor. Okay, there are a lot of, excuse me, I went through COVID and my voice is not the same again. So as far as a brain tumor, there are a lot of different types of tumors, but the only one that we do not accept is a brain tumor, even if it is benign. Okay, just to let you know. So those are the 4 pre-existing conditions that none of the clients can have at the time of the application. Now, our plan is so flexible that it also offers 3 options. Let's say when the service is requested, okay? And that has to do with the location, okay, where we are going to deliver the funeral service.
Okay.
As an example, we have the national option, I'm sorry, and that's when we deliver the funeral service within the U.S.
Anywhere within the U.S.
Anywhere within the U.S. This is what the client gets. We're going to pay for the transportation of the body okay, anywhere within the US, guys, that has a cost, okay? Whatever that cost is, the plan is going to pay for it, okay? We are also going to pay for all basic funeral expenses. Remember those 7 specific items that we went over? That's what we cover also, okay? Now, the family has to decide whether they want like a cremation or a burial for their loved one. So please pay attention here, because in the United States, you should know that one thing is the funeral expenses and a total different business is the burial expenses.
Okay.
So we do cover the funeral expenses, but we do not cover burial expenses in the US.
Okay.
All right.
Understand.
So if somebody wants a burial in the US, we are going to pay for the funeral, let's see, the transportation of the body anywhere in the US, or and also all the funeral expenses. And if the client wants a burial, we will provide, see, a standard casket and the hearse to the cemetery. Any other burial expense must be paid by the family. All right.
So what you're saying is you don't have to, even though you're not going to be doing the burial, you actually still take the loved one
Right.
to the actual burial resting place.
That is correct. And we will provide with a casket as well.
Wow,
And
that's
that's,
amazing.
casket, can be very expensive.
Very expensive.
Right. And now the other choice is cremation. And that
Okay.
depends on the family. The good news is that if they choose cremation, we are going to pay for it.
That's amazing.
And we will even deliver the ashes in an urn to the relatives. And then the service stops, the benefit stops for that person right there. Okay. Keep in mind that we deliver one funeral service per member, whether they pass like, one at a time or 2 or 3 at a time, or even all of them at a time. I mean, God forbid, the entire family goes on an airplane, the airplane goes down, we have to deliver all those 7 funeral services. Okay.
Wow.
So,
and that does come again at a cost, and
Right.
they don't have to worry about anything other than call the 800 number.
Yes, that is correct. So see, guys, what we sell is peace of mind.
Yes.
To know that whenever we lose a relative, then we don't have to worry about the expenses nor the arrangements, because Assure for Life is going to pay for that. All right. Now, the other benefit is a round trip ticket. Remember, the holder gets a round trip airline ticket that is going to be paid by our plan, and the company is going to make the arrangements. They must call us to get that ticket. Okay. The company is going to purchase that ticket for the client, for the holder, and that ticket is not transferable. Now, the other option is the return option. Guys, and this is very simple. This is when we ship a body from the US to Latin America or the Caribbean, and then we will deliver the rest of the funeral services there. So specifically, in that example, the return option, we are going to pay for the legal process, and then we're going to pay for the shipping and the reception of the body, okay, in the Caribbean or Latin America.
Amazing.
So let me give an example, okay? For those folks, like in my case, I was born in Latin America, okay, and I live in the US. So in that example, let's say the family, let's say the person passes here and they want a funeral service to take place in Latin America or the Caribbean, depending where the person was born in. So in that example, let's say the person passes here. Now, the company has to make arrangements with a local funeral home. So that funeral home is going to send a special transportation to pick up the body and to have the body shipped to those countries over there.
So you're saying that they don't have to make a series or a barrage of international phone calls, trying to negotiate this or that.
Nothing of that. So the company, the plan is going to pay for that. So keep in mind that, see, when this has 2 components, the shipping, okay, see, the funeral home here is going to pick up the body and ship the body outside the US. Of course, that comes with a cost, right?
Absolutely.
Now, at the same time, think about this: who's going to receive the body over there?
That's right.
It's not like an Uber that is going to,
or going through customs or anything like that.
Yeah,
right.
Guys, keep in mind that this is the body goes in a special container, and it's very expensive. Let me give you like a reference point. Remember that we don't go over specific amounts here,
right?
Okay. However, you should, as a consultant, you should have a reference point, because what if the client asks, hey, but up to how much do you, let's say, do you guys cover? Hey, it's not a specific amount. It's whatever it costs, the average cost, the company is going to pay for it. So now, the average cost to have a body shipped to Latin America or the Caribbean starts at about $10,000. Bianca, can you believe that?
That is a cough and a half. Wow.
And remember, that is in addition to the, the services of that funeral home that we have to pay here,
Yes.
and in addition to the funeral home that is going to offer the rest of the services over there.
And
So-
the urn or the coffin,
Right.
all of that.
Right.
Wow.
And then in that same example, the company has to hire the services of another funeral home in those countries.
that is amazing.
So they send a special transportation to the airport to pick up the body, and then they will deliver the rest of the funeral services. So, okay, so in the return option, see, we pay for the legal process, the shipping and the reception of the body in those countries in Latin America or the Caribbean, and then all basic funeral expenses within the country of destination. Guys, remember, that comes with a fee. All these steps here comes with a fee, and the company, the plan pays for it, okay? Now, the round trip ticket is, see, in addition to that, okay, that the plan pays for.
For the plan holder.
For the plan holder, yes.
So in addition to the body being transported
Right.
and the preparation, et cetera, you see how much help that we are offering, the peace of mind that we as consultants are providing to our families.
Guys, as you can see, Assure for Life is a product that is so rich in benefits,
Yes, it is.
so flexible, and so affordable. We will go over the rates, okay? Get ready for that, okay? Now, the other option is the Roots option, okay? And this is another flexibility that our plan offers, that we can actually protect members who live in the Caribbean or in Latin America.
Oh my goodness.
Like I'm an example of that. I have my mom who lives in Colombia. I have my mom protected under this plan. Okay, so
It
that's
just keeps
what,
getting better.
right, and that's, see, the Roots option. See, keyword roots. Those roots that we have, those of us who has roots in Latin America or the Caribbean, we have that flexibility to protect them from this plan in the United States. And this is when we deliver the funeral service or all the benefits in Latin America or the Caribbean. So we will pay for all basic funeral expenses. Check this out. We are going to pay for either cremation or burial. Hello, guys. Yes, we do pay for burial expenses in Latin America or the Caribbean, not in the US. Remember that, okay? So we pay a limited monetary amount depending on the local customs, okay, and culture, meaning whatever the funeral service cost in that particular area, that's exactly that we're going to pay for. All right, now the round trip ticket for the holder is going to be always available, okay? And then we're going to go over the rates, guys, okay? The family plan that we have been talking about, it's only $900 for the entire group. Hello, of up to 7 members. So any group between 2 and 7 members is $900 per year.
Annually.
That's only $75 per month. Okay, that's less than $11 per member per month. How is that?
That's amazing.
My
It
goodness.
get better.
Okay, that rate is in 45 states in the US. Okay, guys, we have to understand that funeral expenses are different in each city and each state.
Okay.
Right? So to simplify everything, the company just came up with 2 rates,
Right.
$900 or $720. Now, there are certain states in which the funeral expenses are less compared to the rest of the nation. So we have what we call the special rate states,
Okay.
right? And those states are Florida,
Yay.
New York,
Okay.
California, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Puerto Rico. All right. In those states, the same family plan with the same exact benefits is only $720 for
And
the
it's
entire group.
And it's important to note here, ladies and gentlemen, that there's no shirking on the service. None
Right.
at all. You're
Right.
still getting the same service. It's just based off of that particular state. But what a great thing. It's still a great opportunity.
That is correct. Okay, but I'll give you a tip. Okay, because remember, this meeting, especially for those consultants who are interested in selling Assure for Life, or if you're already one, you should know that, please, if you are about to help a family who lives in those states, don't be too quick to to jump to say, hey, your plan is going to be $720, because
Right.
there is a formula, okay, to whether find out if the group is going to pay 900 or 700 or $720, and that depends in the states in which the members live in.
And that's how I fall in,
Uh,
because I'm in a lower rate state right here in Florida,
right,
but the majority of the people that I cover and love
right.
live in Arizona.
Oh yes, that's the standard rate
Yes, it
state.
is. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
so you pay the standard rate, right?
I do.
Oh
I
yeah,
do.
yeah, that's why. So so see this, that's an example of one of the three different circumstances that determine if a group is going to pay $900. See, that's one of them. The majority of the group. So if the majority of the group lives in standard rate states, then they're going to pay the standard rate. That's an example right there. The other example is that if the holder lives in a standard rate state, then the entire group is going to pay the standard rate.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Now, or if the people, let's say, over the age of 65, who remember can be either the parents or the partner of the holder, if at least one of them live in a standard rate state, the entire group is going to pay the standard rate. Okay, so the good news with the folks in Latin America and the Caribbean is that they don't have to do anything with the standard rate unless the other three circumstances apply. Excuse me. Now we also have another plan specifically for an age group between the ages of 66 and 75 who do not have children, therefore they cannot be in the family plan. And we are going to talk about the silver plan. So the silver plan is for people, again, between 66 and 75 who do not have children, therefore they cannot be in a family plan. Now, then one person in the standard rate states is going to pay $720. All right. Yeah, for the entire year. And now that person, that holder, may include somebody else for a maximum of 2 people over the age of 65 and up to from 0 to 75. The other member from 0 to 75. Again, that other member does not need to be related to the holder, okay? And that other person may live anywhere in the US, Latin America, or the Caribbean. 2 people are going to pay $900 in the standard rate states, okay, for the silver plan. Now, in the special rate states, one person is going to pay $540 per year. That's only $45 per month, all right? Or 2 people are going to pay $720, okay, in the same circumstances. The other person age 0 to 75, and they don't need to be related to the holder. All right, guys. And then we have, our customer service number and our emergency line numbers available in our webpage. Now, if you are interested in selling Assure for Life, please contact us, okay, here through Leandra or myself. Okay, we're here available to help you with your teams. Okay, we're until this month, until the end of this month, we're going to have live certification trainings, okay, because starting next month, okay, that's a great news that we have. We're going to have all, the online certification training available, okay, which is great, okay. So see, guys, the company keeps improving, okay. We offer a lot of tools for you to reach out more clients. As an example, we offer a will free of charge to our prospects. Amazing. Okay, everybody should have a will. Okay, we don't know, when we're not gonna be here, and then we don't want to leave those headaches, to our relatives. So it's very important to have a will, and with us, it's free of charge. Now, the other tool that you're gonna have available, excuse me, is a $25 referral fee that the company pays to any member that refers somebody to you who actually buys the plan. Guys, that's a nice tool because people, feel like, like, hey, let me refer people to you. 25 bucks, right? Unlimited referral fees, by the way.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay, so now, as far as the compensation plan, guys, here you can do personal sales or team sales. Okay, you have an opportunity to work, let's say, from home, over the telephone, or via, a video, okay, video call, or in person, okay. And then you may sell anywhere in all 50 states because the way you obtain an electronic signature is very simple. It's through a text message. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Very simple.
amazing.
You know, the back office that you're going to use to write sales is going to send a text message to that holder, and then you obtain that electronic signature on the spot. Guys, our application is very simple. It takes 10 minutes or less. Okay, it's very basic. It's only 3 pages. See the information about the holder. The second page is where you add the members, right? The beneficiaries. And then the third page is just the payment page, and that's it. It's very simple.
That's
very simple.
So no territories.
No territories like in other businesses. You know that they limit you, that you gotta have certain territory. None of that here. Okay, so that's a lot of flexibility, guys. At this point, I would like to know if any questions. Remember to join us. Okay, through this links. Okay, see, we are here, on Facebook Live, Instagram, and what other
and
platforms,
LinkedIn. Yeah, so
guys, that's amazing. See, with technology now, we can get connected with a lot of people through these links. So welcome, guys. And then again, I'm gonna let Leandra provide her telephone number, so you can connect directly with her as well. Leandra.
Well, my phone number is area code 480, that's Arizona, 442-7511, 480-442-7511. We're here to answer questions. We're here to help you build your business. We're here to help you have help other people, other families have peace of mind.
Guys, and if you have questions, you may feel like, if you have questions, please call us. Okay, we're here to help. Okay, I'm gonna provide my telephone number just with the idea that if you have any questions, okay, we're here to help. We work in the same team here. Yes. Okay, so please jot down my number. It's 305-610-6709. Guys, I would like to know if anybody has a question right here. If not, okay, great. So guys, we'll get connected next time. We're gonna have live certification training on Tuesday at 6 p.m. and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye for now.